how did you decide, hey, I want to become a medical interpreter?
It's going to sound so weird, but I always felt it in my heart. Like, I didn't know this was an actual profession, but, you know, when you help your parents in medical offices and you always do it as a child, I just always grew up thinking that I want to do this professionally, but I didn't know it was like an actual profession. So, because not a lot of colleges offer this like specific degree or major or anything, but I always felt that this is what I wanted to do.
And what was the I guess I want to know. So for me, I decided I want to become an interpreter, and then I went online and I did research, and I found, and everybody knows my story, so I'm not going to get into that. But at what point did you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and what was the first thing you did?
I think it's difficult to answer that question because I was studying something different at the time. And I ran into an actual medical interpreter during my studies. So I've met her and I never let her go. She couldn't really tell me either how to start, how to go about it, but I had her support. And I just had met this woman. So I was very fortunate that I met her. And I think she motivated me that, like, there's an actual profession. She motivated me to, like, figure it out. So I really can't answer the question. I don't even know.
It's hard.
It was just a lot of stuff at the same time, and I just did it.
Okay.
Somehow. I don't know.
From the day that you decided this is what I'm going to do you remember approximately how long it took you to actually become certified?
Yes. Again, because it was during the pandemic, I didn't have a sense of urgency. So I paid for the course, and I think they gave you about a year's access. So I let that expire. So I did part of it and I let it expire. So I had to pay to open up that window again. I finally finished it. And so I would say it took me less than a year and a half, but because I let it go. I could have done that in a week if I wanted to. But I think about a year and a half it took me to actually take the exam and get certified.
And did you get certified through NBCMI or CCHI?
NBCMI.
Do you want to tell us why? Because you know there's two, and I did NBCMI, but I didn't even know CCHI existed. So that's like full transparency. That's why I went with NBCMI. How did you decide?
Full transparency. I again did research because I didn't know what to choose. I didn't know what was better. I thought one was just state. I thought the other one was national, but they're both national, and they're the same certification, just different agencies who give that exam. I remember just choosing NBCMI because it seemed easier. I think there was less questions, and I was at a point where I was like, I can't fail this exam, and I can't stress over so many questions. I think that's why I went with NBCMI.
But how many questions NBCMI had and CCHI?
I think it was, I don't remember what I saw. Something was like, just do NBCMI.